Hi everybody, it's Wednesday and that means it's Bible story time. I'm here with my Spark Story Bible and we're going to be reading this past Sunday's Gospel reading. It's called The Parable of the Vineyard and it comes from the Gospel of Matthew. Here it is from the Spark Story Bible with permission of 1517 Media and Sparkhouse, The Parable of the Vineyard. The Pharisees were a group of people who didn't like what Jesus said and treated Jesus badly. Jesus told the Pharisees a story to help them understand that what they were doing was wrong. Jesus said, "A man built a vineyard and planted grapes. He hired workers to care for the grapes. When the grapes were ripe, the men sent his servants one by one to get the grapes. But each time, the workers watching the vineyard hurt the servants. The man tried sending his own son, but they hurt him too." The Pharisees realized that Jesus was talking about them. Every time God sent someone to help them learn more about God, they were mean to that person instead of listening to what that person had to say. Jesus was there to save them, but they weren't even listening. This is a story that's a little tough because it's a story that uses a label to describe a whole group of people, and not all of them were guilty of the thing that they're accused of in this reading. The Pharisees were a big group. They were people who read the Bible and understood that the Bible needed to be interpreted, and so they came up with rules that helped them to understand better what the words in the Bible meant. Some of them were really strict and went too far. Some of them did a really nice job of helping people to live well with God and with one another. So while this story says something important about what it means to listen to Jesus, it also does something by using that label that is really not always a good thing for us to do. We should be careful when we use labels to decide how we're going to think about other people. And instead, we should try to meet them on their own terms, figure out who they are and what matters to them, and to love them the way that Jesus would have us love them. It's important for us to listen, not just to Jesus, but also to one another. And I think that's something we can learn from this story and from the way that Matthew tells it. It was really great to see some of you this past Sunday at Sunday school. I hope we're going to see more of you this next week. Until we are together, I hope you have a great week and stay healthy and safe and well. Bye guys, see you again next week.